We've all heard the advice, work hard, stay focused, be consistent. But after researching dozens of higher achievers, from athletes to creatives to successful people in business, I found that hard work is not just the secret sauce. Rather, they all have one thing in common. They all have systems in place. In this video, I'll break down what exactly systems are, how you can utilize them in your personal life, and how it can help you achieve your goals. You know, I used to think the difference between success and failure was willpower. The harder I'd work, the more I'd push, it guaranteed success. But actually, by doing that, the only thing I got back was me being burnt out. And it got me thinking. So I started researching. I researched the authors, I researched the athletes, I researched the entrepreneurs. And I saw the same thing over and over again. That success wasn't spontaneous, it was structured. But what exactly is a system, right? A system is a repeatable process that supports your goals. A system reduces decision fatigue, so it allows you to scale and remain consistent. This means that when you are lacking motivation, you don't have to worry about getting the work done because it's a system in place. It's something that's structured, that's always going to be there. Think of it like this. A goal is the what, and the systems is the how. A goal is, well, what is the goal, right? And then the systems is how do you achieve that goal. And the high achievers, the most successful people, they've mastered the hows. And I believe that's the disparity between people that are working towards their goal and the people that consistently achieve their goals. And it's not about having your life planned out to the minute, but rather having these reliable, consistent routines in place that produce results even when motivation dips. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, talks about how goals don't actually mean much without having systems in place. James also mentions about focusing on building habits compounds over time, and this is the things that we want to work towards. Tim Ferriss, he uses time blocking and automation. He doesn't leave productivity up to chance. His systems protect his time. You have people like the great Serena Williams who talk about consistent routines around recovery and preparation. It's not just about talent, but it's those systems that allow her to carry on playing at a high level for so long. You have people like Cristiano Ronaldo, who's 40 and is still dominating the game. What is it about these people? It's not just hard work, because anyone can work hard, right? It's their systems. That's what's separating them from the ordinary. But systems aren't exclusive for the greats. They're not exclusive for people in these kind of spaces. Anyone can have systems. Anyone can have consistent systems that can yield positive results. And that's what we're trying to work towards here. So we've identified that the goals are the what and the systems are the how. Now, whilst we are focusing on the how in this video, it's also important to touch up on what SMART goals are. Anyone can set goals, but are your goals SMART? And I don't mean intelligent goals, I mean the acronym SMART. Are your goals specific? How specific are they? What exactly do you want? Are they measurable? Can you measure it over time? Can you measure and track this goal? Are they achievable? Now, this is where you have to get serious with yourself. Get serious with what exactly it is that you want. Can you achieve it? Are they relevant? Is your goal relevant? Is it necessary? Why do you want it? Why are you wanting to set this particular goal? And making sure that this goal, this SMART goal, is time bound, and that's the final T. By when do you want to achieve this goal? Now, once you put a SMART goal in place, then we can look at the systems behind ensuring we do achieve this goal. Now, the first thing you're going to do here is choose a goal. Again, the goal's got to be specific. But what is that goal? Is it around you getting fit? You starting your own business? Growing your side hustle? Choose a goal. And instead of thinking so broadly, instead we're going to kind of keep it achievable and attainable. So what we're going to do here is choose 2 or 3 things that you can do to help you go closer to your goal each week. So that's 2 or 3 things that you can do that can help you achieve your goal or bring you closer to your goal each week. So, for example, this can be anything from starting a gym membership, researching different passive income ideas or side hustle projects. What's 2 or 3 things you can do each week that can help you bring you closer to your goal? Now, what you want to do is make those actions part of your routine. Every week, at the same place, at the same time. It's structured. Don't leave it to willpower. Put some structure in place. Now, I always talk about this community being around sharing value. And so what I'm going to do now is switch to my laptop and show you how exactly I'm using tools to help track my goals, the systems that I have in place, and things that can help me achieve my goals, and in turn you can maybe take inspiration from it too. For this, I'm going to use Trello. So this is my Trello board, and I use this every single day to monitor how I'm getting on with my goals. So far left you can see my vision focus, and in this column we're going to be adding our SMART goal. Now of course, whatever your SMART goal is, you can add it here. What's quite nice about this is you can actually click into this tab over here and again write down any important information that might be useful. So if your goal is to lose £20 by November, for example, that would be the goal here. And inside we can kind of monitor these smaller steps if we want to. So that's going to be one of our goals. I encourage you to have 1 or 2 goals, nothing more than that, because again we want these goals focused. Anything else can go into the not now section on the far right hand side of the page. Still, my vision focused is our SMART goal, and from that goal, so let's actually change it to lose £20 by November. Oh. What can we do this month to ensure that we're working towards our goal? So for example, it might be something around signing up for a membership. It can also be finding a personal trainer. Whatever it is, what can you do in this month? Then we're going to make it a bit more tailored. What can we do this week? Now, with this week, it's going to be the smallest things possible. Because if we're looking at it in this grand scale, it makes things feel overwhelmed. When rather, if we can do the most minuscule thing that can help us towards our goal, remember, it's that 1% better each day. What can we do this week that can help us to achieve our goal? So if signing up for a membership is something we need to do in this month, this week might be around, I don't know, searching gyms in your local area. So that's what we can do this week. And once you complete that, you can quite simply mark it as complete and drag it over to completed. So what's quite nice about this is you can kind of move them around. This is a system. This is a system that works for me, and I've seen such great results with it. A lot of startups and newer businesses use platforms like this, project management tools like this, to manage their workload and their, again, eventual success. So this is a system that you can use. This framework works really well, having a My Vision focus, a column for this month, this week, completed and not now. What's quite nice about having the completed and moving things over is you're kind of seeing how you're getting on. You're seeing the progress. Even though it's going to feel quite small, you can see you're working towards something over here. This is a successful system. Now, it doesn't have to be the only system. Perhaps you can use something around, I don't know, a notepad, a pen and paper, whatever. But utilizing tools like this really helps. It truly does. And I would always encourage anyone to use Trello because I think it's such a great and simple platform to use. So that's how you factor in a successful system. And that's it. That's it. I don't want you to overthink what a system is. Quite simply, it's having a structured routine in place that will still help deliver great results, particularly when motivation dips, which again is inevitable. Now, next time you hear someone say it takes hard work to achieve your goals, this is true, don't get me wrong, you do need to work hard, but that's not all there is. There's things behind those goals, and we've identified that that's going to be those systems. Without systems, goals can't scale. They'll be quite stagnant. High achievers aren't just motivated, they're methodical. So start small, start simple, and if you want to build your momentum, don't wait for motivation, but rather build a system This will help you achieve your goals. If this video connected with you, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm also quite curious to know what's one system you're looking to build this year. If you're serious about personal growth and continuous improvement, please do join the community by subscribing. Let me know with a like if you liked the video, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.